Anyone who tells you that a New York City public school waitlist follows a straight queue is lying, either to you or to themselves. My name is Alina Adams. I have the website nycschoolsecrets.com. I blog for New York School Talk, the 74, and I've written editorials for the New York Post, the New York Daily News, and other parenting publications. Well, I have 3 kids who grew up in New York City, and when I applied my first child, I was blown away by how difficult it is to find information about how to apply to any sort of school in New York City. What I thought would be just a simple one-step solution has turned out to be a much more dynamic problem, because these wait lists do not follow a straight queue. When you're first waitlisted, you do get a number, and then 2 days later I hear from parents, why have I moved down the wait list instead of up the wait list? Now there are reasons. A sibling could have added themselves to the list, someone who is in a priority group like English as a second language or free or reduced price lunch or special needs could have added themselves to the list. So there's legitimate reasons why it might go down, but the fact is that wait list goes to the school. The initial sorting, the algorithm is done by a computer. It's pretty much not touched by human hands. But then the wait list goes back to the school. And once it goes back to the school can admit anyone they want. So how do I know this happens? Because I help make this happen. I talk to parents. I literally give them a script of what to say when you call the parent coordinator or the principal. You explain how much you love the school. You explain why it's such a good fit for your child. You explain why your family would be such a good fit for the school. You get someone you know in the school. Because New York City is the largest school system in the country, every problem that can happen anywhere happens here. So if you can imagine anything breaking down, if you can imagine any scandal, if you can imagine any string pulling, if you can imagine any problem, odds are it has happened in New York City. New York is broken up into boroughs. Boroughs are broken up into districts. Districts are broken up into zones. When one of my kids looked at the borders of the district, he said, did a drunk toddler draw this? Because there's no rhyme or reason to how it was drawn. My tagline for my website, nycschoolsecrets.com, is parents helping parents, because it is so difficult to get information out of the Department of Ed, how there's zones, there's districts, there's unzoned schools, there's gifted and talented programs, there's magnet programs, there are dual language programs. So depending on where you live, you have an option for your zoned school, you have an option for a district-wide school, you have an option for a city-wide school. So all of those things do exist. Within general ed schools, you might have a dual language program, which again has to do with both your address and whether your child speaks another language and whether you get in through the lottery. There are also gifted and talented programs which have a separate application process that are not zoned, that are either district-wide or citywide. There are charter schools that usually don't have zones, but they do have district priority. However, they can also take people from outside the district if they have room. Then you have schools like the Special Music School, which is a citywide school you have to audition into. Then you have a school like Hunter College Elementary, which is not a public school, it's a publicly funded school, but that also you have to take an IQ test and go through an interview, and then you might be able to get in. There are literally thousands more applications than there are seats in each of these types of schools.